Hi everybody, it's time for Art is Fun with Nonna. We've got another drawing. It's actually a continuation of our last lesson, and we're going to be doing today a unicorn horse with a rectangle, or you can leave the horn off and then he's just a horse. So I hope you'll get your pencils and your paper, your eraser, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to start out with our rectangles. We're going to make two rectangles, and that's going to be the head and the body of the horse or a unicorn. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to do the same thing we did on the previous video, and we're going to make a small rectangle kind of on like it's crooked, and we're going to make a line there, and then I'll go ahead and make the top of the rectangle, and then I'll complete the bottom of the rectangle. There we go. Now we're going to do that little tricky cheek that we did before, and that's about halfway in this rectangle at the bottom. You're going to make an arc. Again, an arc is a part of a circle. So we're going to make it come around a little bit, not quite up to where it would intersect with that particular line at the bottom of that rectangle. And then we're going to go ahead and start on the body. So drop down at an angle, okay? And then we're going to make a rectangle here. Here's the left end of the rectangle. And we're going to attach that line on the bottom and this line on the top. Now, depending on how fat you want your unicorn, you can make it a real wide rectangle, or it can be sort of a medium one like mine. And then connect these two lines with the end of the rectangle on the right hand side. That looks about right to me. Now, we need a neck, don't we? So we're going to go to this top rectangle, which is the head of the horse. And we're going to go to the very top right hand corner, and we're going to make a little slight arc and connect it down to the body. And you know what? I don't think my rectangle is fat enough. So you know what? I get to use my trusty eraser and fix it. Remember, you can pause your video and you can make modifications and adjustments to your drawing as much as you want. So let's go to the cheek, and let's go about midway and connect that to his body. There we are. Still not crazy about that neck. Make it a little bit bigger and erase. Sometimes you have those days where you need to erase a lot. Don't worry about it. Then we're going to make his triangle ears at the top right hand corner of this rectangle. We're going to just make a triangle right there. And then we're going to make his bangs or his forelock. But if you want to do your unicorn horn, now is the time. Go to the bottom of that triangle, and we're going to make a really long and skinny triangle, just like that. And then go down the other side. And there you've got your unicorn. I do want a unicorn today. Now I'm going to put a little triangle peeking right back in here. Guess what that is? That's his second ear. So then we're going to make the horse's legs. So I would go to the left hand side of this bottom triangle, and I would go over just a little bit and make a really long and skinny rectangle, which is going to be his leg. And then I'm going to go back up to the top where I started the second line for this rectangle. I'm going to move it over just a little bit, and this is going to be the leg that's on the other side of his body. And you'll notice that it's not going to be at the same level as this one. That's because this one is behind something else, so it appears a little bit smaller. Now, for his back leg, he's got a little bit of a muscle back here. So we're going to go to the right hand side on the bottom, and we're going to go just about, I guess, maybe a fourth over, and we're going to make a slanted line that's kind of like a triangle. And then we're going to make a long triangle at the bottom, a long rectangle at the bottom. And then we're going to go right back up and connect with the back of his triangle body. Then we're going to go right from this point at the right hand corner, and we'll go over just a little bit, and that's going to be, guess what? He has 4 legs, so we're going to make the 4th leg, which comes out at the other side of his body. Again, it's not at the same level as this one. It's a little bit shorter. This rectangle is a little bit shorter. Now to make hooves, we're just going to make a slanted line from one side to the other. There we are. All 4 hoofs are done. Then we're going to make a tail. We're going to go to the right hand corner, the very top right hand corner of the body of the triangle, and we're going to just make a slanted line down and complete that off with a triangle. His tail can be as long or as short as you want. And then what I did to indicate hair is I just kind of started drawing some lines, and just making sections of the tail with triangles. This is a really skinny triangles. There's 3 of them. You can make as many as you want. Now, you got to make his mane, his hair on the back of his neck. And he's going to have it shaved, so we're just going to make a really long, skinny triangle on the top of his neck. And then we're going to make little squares just with the pattern of lines to indicate that there's hair there. Just like that. Now, he can't see, can he? So we're going to make an arc. We're going to come down from this point where the ear and the horn meet. We're going to drop right down about 1/3 of the way into that one rectangle. We're going to make an arc. And then we're going to put a point, like we're making a triangle, there. Then you make a little arc here, and that's where he sees. You make a little oval right here for his nose, and then make another arc in there so that he can breathe. All he's missing is a mouth now. So we just make a little arc and then a tiny arc there because that's his cheek. So there's our triangle horse, and I hope that you enjoyed making that one. That was a little bit harder, isn't it? But with practice, we can keep doing it. And if you see things that you don't like, just pause the video, get your eraser out, and redo it. Now, if there's a line that you don't like, and there's a line that I don't like here, and it's bugging me, so I'm going to erase that one. It's this one right here. It's a little too bulgy. It just doesn't look right. Sometimes you look at your artwork and just look at it and think about it, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit straighter. I think that I'd be happier with that, and I'm happier with that. And of course, when you finish your drawing, you're not going to want this line here. So we're going to erase some of the lines that we don't need, that just helped us to get the shape of the horse. And like this one here, he doesn't really have a rectangle on his head. So then he's going to look even better. Just like that. And you can see he's kind of coming to life there. Yeah. So thanks for joining me on another Art is Fun with Nonna. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep drawing and join us next time when I believe we're going to do the King of Beasts. Tune in and we'll see you later. Bye.